another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, before we get into today's episode, I have some stuff to go over, just like I always seem to, but, it's important that we do this. So, there's a couple of things people wanted me to check out, and I'm going to, of course, do that, but I'm going to wait until we get to the, actually, no, we can do that one now. We can do the first thing now, and that is to check out the record holders. People wanted to see the, records. Right, so here we go. Record appearances for the club. Not record appearances. Yes, we do. Jimmy Dickinson, 764. I don't think anyone is going to be beating that during this save, because I think our top appearance maker at the moment is Jed Wallace, and he's got just over 400, and he's been at the club over 10 years. So I can't see that one happening. Top league goal scorer is Guy Whittingham. Now, Millington has come relatively close to getting to that 42 goals that Guy Whittingham got, but he's not going to get it. I don't think he's ever going to be able to get quite that many, because obviously Guy Whittingham scored that in a season that had more games than we did, I assume. Highest average rating, though, as you can see, Santos, out of his 51 appearances last season, has now got that record. The youngest player is Tim Prescott, who I don't know if he's still with the club or not, actually. No, he was released a long time ago, and looking at those stats, it's not difficult to see why. Who else have we got? Fastest goal, Jerome Sinclair. Remember him, everybody? I wonder who he's with now. Was he still at Everton? No, he's at Sunderland. His career's looking good, isn't it? Anyway, most goals in a match, Peter Harris versus Sheffield United in the Premier League in 1958. I don't remember there being a Premier League in 1958, but okay. Most assists, Santos, of course, with 36. It's just insane. Youngest goal scorer, Clive Green, and that's an old stat, as is the oldest goal scorer, which, of course, is Tedwood. So, fair enough. What else have we got? Any records that we've broken? Nope, those are all old records. Highest transfer fee received, of course, Ali Burrell with a 31 million. Most games won in a row, 10. Wow, that's impressive. Most games without losing, 18. Jesus. Most games lost in a row. We didn't set that record, at least. Most games without winning. We didn't set that one either. Most games without scoring. Didn't set that one. Good. At least all the records that we've set with that are good records. So there you go, guys. Those are some records. Now, you also wanted to see who people are wanted by. So I will actually show you that, but I'm going to wait until we get to the squad update page before I go in and show you that. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that Jed Wallace has been causing some crap this month. Basically, he came to me a couple of, before the season had even started, which is useful. The old, I'm not getting enough first team football despite the fact the team hasn't played a single match yet, that kind of thing. So I just did the usual one of brushing it aside and doing what I usually do to make sure that they're like, all right, okay, I'll just wait for my chance or whatever. Then, this month he's come to me and said, I want a new challenge, and I want to go to a club where I can win trophies. And I thought to myself, mate, you're 30 years old, you're barely good enough to be a rotation option at Pompey now. Where in the name of Jesus are you going to go and win trophies? Like, the best place he's got of doing that is here. And it's deluded, basically, but he's now threatening to upset squad harmony, so I might have a real trouble with him at the moment. I don't know what's going on. It's a pain, because I want to keep him because I want him to become a coach eventually, but if he's going to cause shit, I'm not going to keep him. It's not worth it. He's on a lot of money for considering a player who's not very good anymore, and yeah, as much as he's a legend of the save, he's not worth me getting sacked over, is he? So, that might have to be something that comes to the head. But he is now here. The other thing is, he said that he would wait until the next transfer window to see if I bring in any new players to make him think that we're going to win things. Okay. But then when it got to the end of this transfer window, he claimed that was the transfer window he was on about, despite only talking to me on the transfer deadline day. So, all good things there, guys. Irritating, but it happens. So, yeah, moving on. Right, we've had some games this month, only 2. I decided to do the Bayern Munich game, not because of any other reason other than it's Bayern Munich, and I really wanted to see what we could do against them. I thought you guys might like to see us test our mettle against probably one of the best sides in Europe, especially away from home, and see what we're capable of doing against them, basically, and that's the reason I chose it. Now, I still haven't had the results of the poll, so that, again, will change once I actually see what you guys think overall, and I apologise, I've said that for the last couple of episodes. I didn't realise how far ahead I'd managed to get in these last couple of days, because I've needed to get a bit ahead so I can do some work, other work, but I will definitely take a look into that, because I don't like doing two games in between live comms. I prefer to do 4, 5, 6 maybe, but then that might miss quite a few important games. So yeah, that's basically the question is, what are you thinking on those sort of things? Obviously, by the time you see this, I will have obviously noted those results and will have come up with proper solutions. But until then, let's just get into the game. So, as you know, we beat Lazio 4-3 in our Champions League playoff. It was quite an exciting game. I think we were a little bit complacent, and basically this month I've started being a little bit more solid, basically. The idea was we're playing the same tactic, but when we get in that 2-goal lead, we solidify. I need to build a second tactic that's basically the same as this one, but with some slightly different team instructions and mentalities, so that I can just switch it rather than having to do it in the game. That is something I'm definitely going to work on for the next episode. So it's the same tactic in terms of shape, but some of the roles are slightly different. Some of the team instructions and mentalities are just more defensive-minded, so that we can try and really, keep ourselves ahead of games when we get ourselves in front. So that's what I've been trying out this month. I'm just doing it manually, and I think I have to say it's worked quite well. I'm pretty pleased with the results that we've achieved this month, especially with regard to defending. We had that poor late goal to concede against Arsenal. They deserved it, but it was still damn stupid of us to let it go in. Against Fulham, I was worried that we were maybe not going to be quite good enough. As you can see, we're of course still playing in our blue home kit, which is a shame because I really do want to see what it looks like, but I don't suppose we'll be seeing it for a little while. Peralta here with a lovely little ball through, and Archubi with his second goal of the season already. That's 2 for him. He's looking very, very good. You'll be pleased to know as well that Santos has resumed full training. He won't be fit for today's game, but I'm thinking he'll be back soon. We then won a penalty which Milton Peralta dispatched to make it 2-0. At that point I went defensive and dropped deeper, and just to waste some time, just to try and kill the game off basically. And Fulham actually missed a penalty late on, but we did actually manage to get ourselves a 3rd goal, despite being on defensive. We're still a decent side and we can break on teams, even though that's not really what defensive is about. You still will get players forward, just not quite so in the same numbers. And I think it makes us incredibly solid when we do drop to a more defensive style. We've not conceded since I've started doing this, and it may not always work, but at least it will work a little bit more of the time. After that here does well, but unfortunately is tackled there. But yeah, it's still looking good. And bear in mind, all of this is still without our main creative outlet, and that is Santos. So we've actually started the season incredibly strongly balling here, and Millington making sure that he wraps up the game for us with, I think, his 6th goal of the season. So he's still getting the goals for us, and that's the key. He's being consistent, and that's more like what I want to see from him. So Fulham were actually a bit unlucky not to score in that game. I have to say, they created some decent opportunities, but overall we deserved the win, and we got it maybe a bit flattering 3-0, I have to say. Lopez Sousa had an absolute wonderful game, an 8.8 in a game where he didn't even score as a defender. That is superb. He made some wonderful, wonderful tackles, I have to say. So 3-0 away at Fulham. We next came up against Sheffield United at home, and I was a little bit disappointed in our ability to put the ball in the net, really. It took a little while to break them down, and we also got Ivančić injured quite a bit, but I really don't think that was the case. It took us an hour to finally get ourselves in front in this game, but when we did, the moment we got in front, sorry, not the moment, but got to 75 minutes, I decided to go on defensive again, because as much as they're Sheffield United, you can imagine how angry I would have been had they gone and scored, but that's obviously they're going to throw stuff at us, so I wanted to be prepared. It's different if we got ourselves lots of early goals, but if we score late on, they're still going to come at us, and we've only got a 1-goal lead then. So it made sense, despite them being a poor side, for me to just go defensive and make sure we seal the 3 points and not let anything slip. It was an unfortunate goal for them to concede, but Millington again was the man with the goal, and that's crucial for us. That's another important goal he's got, 7th of the season, 5th goal in the league. Then, to be fair, even though we were on defensive, we still managed to make it 2-0 late on, just to give it a bit more gloss. Lucarelli's ball here, and Gomez putting it in on, well, not on the rebound, but another good solid win, and that's actually 3 wins out of 4. 2 goals conceded in those first 4 matches, and a decent number of goals scored as well. And I tell you what, I'm fairly pleased with the way things have started. We're only up 2 points off the top of the league. We're level on points with Manchester City, and they just beat Nottingham Forest 6-0. So Forest have scored 12 goals, but they've also conceded the most, joint most, in the entire league. Sheffield United and Swansea have both lost every single game so far. As you can see, Norman Millington has got 5. He's right in there with the goal scorers. We're not going to be up there for average ratings and assists yet, I wouldn't have thought, until probably the time that Santos comes back, which I'm hoping will be, if not the next league game, I might be able to give him a run out in the Capital One Cup against Millwall. So that is the hope in mind, really. So let's take a little look at the squad. Top goal scorer is Norman Millington with 7 goals in 6 games. That is much more like it. Let me just put that out there. Milton Peralta as well has got 3 goals in 6 appearances, 2 of which are off the bench. So I'm actually very, very pleased with him. Also, we find 2 goals for Gomez, Archubi, Van Os, Lopez Sousa, and Andy McLaughlin, who's out on loan. Top assists, that is Gerald Van Os with 4 in 6, which is actually still very, very decent. But I think once Santos comes in, that should just change like crazy. Archubi only has the 1 assist so far, so I'm looking for a little bit more out of him. Player of the match, Van Os, Millington have 2 each. As for yellow cards, Lopez is with 3, no reds yet. Average rating overall is Van Os with an 8.43, which is actually still very, very good. Key aerial challenges, we've got 17 for Lopez Sousa. He's dominating on that one, but Millington is in there as well, which is good to see. Key passes, well, that was always going to be Gerald Van Os, but Archubi's done 25 key passes so far, and that is better. That's more like the sort of stats I want to be seeing. It's still not anywhere near. I think Santos probably would have had about 50 odd by now, so Archubi clearly isn't that good, but he's still a step up for me on what we were getting last season. That much is very much clear. Key tackles, Robert Gray has 12, which is no big surprise, and of course, as he is the interceptor, he's already had 120 of those. He's just phenomenal. As for value, Santos is still the most valuable player up there with Borja Gomez now, and Norman Millington at 24.5 million. That is interesting, and that being said, he's not wanted by anyone anymore. Mistakes leading to goals, after that, and Peralta with 1 apiece. Now, let me just take a little look here and see if there are any. Right, so players that are wanted. Lopez Sousa is wanted by Internazionale. That makes sense. That's a big side. So Lucas Vega is wanted by Marseille, strangely. And Borges, I believe, is Burnley. Yeah, Burnley and Norwich want Borges. I'm surprised that no one else is, or are they? It doesn't appear as though they are, guys. That's interesting. I would have thought that the likes of Norman Millington, someone wanted to see Norman Millington's career stats. There is his career stats. So, yeah. Obviously, he was at West Brom, did a brief spell, well, not a brief spell, a full season actually at Aberdeen, came back to West Brom, signed for us for 8.25 million, and has been smashing them in ever since then. In fact, in every single season that he's played for us, he's got at least 15 goals, and his last 3 seasons he's managed to get at least 20, and he's just getting better and better. League form last season wasn't quite so good, but I'm hoping he can replicate that a little bit more this season if he carries on playing the way he is. Let's just take a little look at his, is it transfer status? See, no, he's not wanted by anyone at the moment. That's interesting. And I'll take that. I'm happy to keep their grubby mitts off of him. If you ask me, I'd rather keep it that way. So there we go, guys. Right, match preview time. Let's get into this against Bayern. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to... That's an interesting one. 4-3-1-2. Lewandowski, Heinovic, Goetze, Cruz. Cruz is back. Goretzka, Berne, Moll, Niemeyer, Ta. Manuel Neuer still at Bayern Munich. Oh, he's 38 years old, but he's still a bloody decent goalkeeper. We're just going to have to give it our best shot, really. I think... I don't really know what sort of system to play against that one, but we're certainly not going to go uber attacking, that's for sure. So we're going to do a little quick pick and see what we get. After that, Archubi, Van Os, Lucarelli. Ivancic is fit, thank God. Peralta, Gomez. After it's clearly pretty decent as a centre midfielder too then. Like, if it... The reason I love him is because he's natural in all of these positions. He is superb. His finishing is poor, though, and that is a slight worry, and that's why I think perhaps he's better playing slightly deeper, if anything. He's more of a creative force, I'd like to think. His dribbling is good, though, which helps. So, yeah, that's decent. Okay, we'll go with that for now. Let's just see Santos. Is he fully... So he's severely lacking match fitness at the moment. He's getting back his conditioning, but he does need to get a couple of reserve games under his belt, I feel. But once he has done, I feel that there's a real opportunity for him to crack on and hopefully get back in this team and really get us firing league again. I mean, we've done all right without him. When you look at that, 10 points from our first 4 league games without him in the team is pretty impressive. But I just feel like with him in the team, we could take some players on. Thankfully, we've got Manchester City away at our next game, so I don't think there's any chance of him being fit for that, but if he was, he could be crucial. So let's see what we can do. Archubi on the left, Lucarelli on the right, after that in the middle, with Van Os, of course, in that sort of attacking midfield role. Thankfully, Ivancic wasn't too badly hurt, clearly. We're just going to have to see what we do here. We're going to try and match them. This is a good test for us, for me, because these are the sort of teams we're going to have to play later on to win this Champions League. And if we can come up with at least a result here that makes me look like, or at least some positives to take from the game, even if we do lose. But if we can show some positive things, then I'll be happy with that, basically. We'll just have to see how things go. Play it by ear. They've looked like they've started the stronger side. They've got more possession. That being said, we've had a couple of shots as well. Van Os did poor there. Goetz's ball around the corner. Win that. Oh, Marcelo should be doing better. He's still one of the weak links, but I think that I can't be putting Kyle Nurse in just yet. He's going to be awesome, but he's not quite there yet. But we're on the corner for Lucarelli. 1-0 Pompey here at the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich 0. Oh, Pompey are playing in there. We're playing in yellow today, guys. So hopefully that looks good on the 3D match engine. That doesn't look too bad, actually. Have to say. All yellow. Van Os is ball around the corner. Lucarelli, first time strike as well. What a hit that is from Luigi Lucarelli. 1-0 Pompey here at the Allianz Arena. We're not going to go defensive just yet because we are only a goal up and it is only 19 minutes into the game, so I feel like we would just be inviting pressure. But if we are still winning at half time, I might well drop it back quite early. But, you know, we've started off well. Oh, that's a good ball, and he's surely going to... Oh, what? Did that go straight in? Oh, that's poor. That's really poor from the goalkeeper there. Is that Bigger Belongo in goal, or is that Lucas Vega? I can't remember. I think it's Vega. Yeah, it is. That's really poor to let those sort of goals in. That was a great cross / shot, but I shouldn't be conceding goals like that. That's poor. Just take a step back, mate. Gertz is injured, though, so that means they're going to have to make a substitution, if nothing else. Julian Green, isn't he the American guy? Or American / not American guy. 1-1 draw at the moment, though, which isn't too bad. Yeah, let's close him down then. Go on then. Well, we can take a look at this properly at half-time. 1-1 draw at half-time is not bad. It's not anything special, but it's certainly... We're matching them, and we've scored as well, so it bodes well. Let's just change these things up. Get Green marked up. It bodes well for us. So, for example, if this was a two-legged Champions League tie, I'll tell you what, Millington, he nearly got in there. Lewandowski and Lopez Sousa will clear that up. Connor Barnes, I think, has got a lot of potential. He's got an England call-up now. Sampdoria are 2-0 up over AEK. Sampdoria are our main rivals, I think, for second place in this group, basically. It's us or them. Ball in, and, I thought that was going to be the exact repeat of the goal that we've conceded in this game. We're matching Bayern at the moment, I think, in pretty much every area. We've created a couple more half chances than them even, but they have had one more shot. It's very even in this game, and I just wonder what we can do. Oh, that's poor from us. Oh, wow. That was poor from Julian Green, missing that. What can we change? Or should we be changing anything? Bayern are clearly going to start coming at us a little bit more. I'm thinking perhaps we just drop a little deeper, and never mind. Never mind, eh? Let's go back up to... Not entirely sure here. That looked a little offside as well, but I'm guessing my fullback's playing him on. What the No. I'm assuming it was him, but I want to look at that. That did not look onside at all to me. I don't normally do these, but I just... Oh. Okay, skip. I want to see that goal. Sorry, guys. I've got to watch the guy at the bottom of the pitch. Oh, what is he doing? I don't know what he is playing at by being so deep like that, but we'll take it. That's disappointing. Right, let's go back to live. That's a shame. We're going to go on attacking now because we're a goal down here, so we need to come up with something. Probably make a substitution about now, actually. I'm going to bring on Borja Gomez for after that in that midfield area, and I might have to bring on Marcia, but not just yet. I'm trying to think what we can do. We're on attacking. We'll try pushing forward a little. I have to see. I mean, on the balance of things, they deserve to win the game. They're a very good side, and we are testing ourselves. We need to shoot a bit more, maybe. Maybe look for the overlap and just push forward a little bit more. See what we can come up with in this final sort of 20 minutes of the game. We've got a lot of attacking threat, so if he knocks around the corner here, our Chubi is not Santos, though. That's the problem. Santos, that's poor. Come on, guys. You can do better than that. Lewandowski, I think this is probably going to get him a third goal, actually. He's just going to knock this straight behind him. Why aren't we getting to that? I don't like the way we're not actually bothering to tackle them half the time. Like, the ball's right there to be won half the time, and we're just not getting it. God, they're moving the ball around so quick. That must be offside. That has to be offside. Yeah, okay, good. We are on closed down more as well, so I'm not entirely sure. I mean, how offside was it? He didn't look like that much, but again, well, actually, we held a decent line that time. Right. Let's... Actually, we're just going to cancel that. Go overload. Take some more risks. What else do I want on? Maybe don't run at them so much. Just try and get balls into the box. See what we can come up with. Have we got enough room for another substitution, Matt? Oh, we've got two more. Okay. Since Millington's not really played well tonight, Marcio is my Mr. Super Sub. I'm going to see. We've got one more substitution. Is it really worth me making it? I'm going to bring on Frustrating for Gray just because he is knackered, and we do need to keep people like Robert Gray fit. And Frustrating is a decent sub. It's not like he's a poor player by any stretch. Oh, come on, guys. That's poor. And that's going to be surely... Oh, no. What are you doing? Defender should have had that. Like, Should be no need for my keeper to come rushing out. There we go. Well done, Tony. Gray, long ball forward. No one's going to... Nah, he'll catch that easily, the goalkeeper there, Neuer. The pitch is very condensed. Like, both teams seem to be pushing high up. Look at the actual space on the pitch. It's simply a case of if you win the... Oh, what was that, Robert? Good tackle, but this isn't over yet, I don't think. Oh, they're going to... Oh, wow. Well, nothing to do about that, is there? What a strike from Tony Kroos. Disappointing. I think 3-1 is a bit harsh on us, actually. Then again, clear cuts for 3-1, so maybe not, but that is just a strike and a half. Bloody hell. I can't fault Lucas Vega for that. Oh, maybe I can. Yes, actually I can. Yeah, they definitely should have saved that. It wasn't actually in the top corner as much as I thought it was. That's a shame. 3-1 is a bit much, I think. Win your header now. Lopez is... Oh, damn it. Win your... Fuck me. They're coming at us. I mean, they're a good side by, and there's no doubt about that. So I think if we play them in a knockout stage, maybe this isn't the year that we win the Champions League for sure. But I think we've done okay, you know. With a slightly weakened side without, you know, Santos. I think with Santos we might have had more of a chance here. Oh, that's so poor. Some of our passings turned to shite again today. And I suppose this is a bit like the sort of... What? 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 Oh, okay, that is annoying. Oh, that's so fucking irritating. He's going to be gone for ages, isn't he? What was that? Tony Ivančić is not a dirty player. And from what it would tell in the commentary there, it wasn't a red card. Guess that's just one of those things, isn't it? Okay, well, we have no choice but to keep pushing here, is there? You know, Lucarelli, why has he not made the tackle there? That he's literally on top of him. I'm not really sure what else he can do apart from... Yeah, we weren't going to win this one, were we? We tried. We did a good job at first. Lucarelli put us in front, and I felt quite confident about that then. But it's just been one of those games where you're just not going to win. But hey, you know, you get them from time to time, and I'd rather have those sort of games against a team that we're already probably not going to beat than against, you know, Sunderland or someone like that. You know, go on, get to that ball. I don't know how... Oh, yeah, I was going to say 4-1. Then again, they've really pushed at us in the second half and do deserve it. And obviously we're still on overload because why the hell not? Basically, it's not going to matter really what we do against Bayern. It's more about what happens against Sampdoria and AEK, if I'm honest. Yeah, I do sympathise with them. It's just disappointing what happened with Tony Ivančić there. That's the main thing for me. It's not... I mean, who cares about the result? But Ivančić getting sent off is going to cost us, particularly if it wasn't a fucking red card. But you never get these ones rescinded, unfortunately. The professional foul ones, you can... Wow, Barca beat Maribor 8-0. Whoo! That's a fair amount of goals they've just scored. That's disappointing. Let me just see. So he's resumed full training. Banned for 1 match. Bad tackle. Well, okay. I suppose it's difficult to tell, isn't it? So we don't want to appeal because it'll only be... made worse if we do appeal, so we'll just don't appeal and confirm. Every time I've appealed one of those, they always make it 3 matches. And apparently Marcio, what? Oh, for God's sake, you're not a backup players, everybody. Backups. I'm pretty certain your squad status is a backup, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, I will discuss that and finish that off in a sec. So guys, in the next episode, I'm not entirely sure, but I think we'll probably be doing the Sampdoria game, because that one's a winnable one, I think, for me, and that's crucial. They're our main rivals for that second spot, and we need to beat them, basically. That is the crucial thing about that. So in between them, we've got City, Millwall, and Liverpool, which are... Well, City's going to be tough, Liverpool will be tough, and Millwall, I will probably rest a few players, and if we get knocked out, then so be it, because the board don't care about that competition. Though, that being said, I tried that last year, we ended up going all the way to the final, so who knows. So guys, if you like what you've seen, which, I mean, it's disappointing, but it happens, then please drop a like on the video, and if you'd like to even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock, and I will see you guys in the next episode for, in theory, the game against Sampdoria. See you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.